Region 92, and the live action kicks off Saturday night when Brisbane take on Carlton in a do-or-die battle. Don't miss the Brisbane-Carlton clash from 7:30.
If a $60,000 property grew in value by 12% per annum, it would be worth over $180,000 in just 10 years. Between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, Australia's fastest growing area, units are available from $60,000 to $90,000. If a tenant was paying $100 a week rent, repayments would be reduced by that rent and the balance would become a legitimate taxation deduction. All you need is $10,000 deposit and from $20 a week. Call Investco now on 882 9999.
They're your average couple raising a family in the Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs, a great laugh. Sunday at 8.
This program proudly brought to you by
We're the Safeway Fresh Food People.
Hey kids.
The way you live today.
We're ending up our week of movies with a story based on fact, and it's an Australian film called Just Us, made by the producers of Evil Angels. They're not directed by Fred Skepsey, but a very fine film that for some reason or other never really got much of a break as far as cinemas were concerned. Perhaps it wasn't made with that in mind, but there was a lot of controversy about the film when it was being made, as indeed there was to a degree about the book on which it's based. It's a factual story, and the reason why it gained public attention, I suppose, was that its author, Gabrielle Carey, was the co-author of Puberty Blues, which had become an Australian film. And the story of her real-life love for a convicted criminal was, as I say, controversial. It becomes a very fine film. The people playing Gabriel and the real-life man, I think his name was Terence Haley, though their names have been changed in the film, is Catherine McClements on the left there, and Scott Burgess. Catherine McClements has done some good performances in films. She's a very attractive young actress who should do better than she's done, I think. Just, I guess it's hard to get a break in Australia. But this is a film that I think will grab your attention, and let me once again congratulate photographer Ellery Ryan, who every time I see his work strikes me as first class. I hope you enjoy Just Us.
Purpose of it?
The debate.
Just sign your name here. I'll just stamp your hand.
This way, miss. Clearance on gate 5.
I'm Jessica Taylor from The Sun.
Right, miss.
Just come over here. Your bag down? We don't search the press. This is the maximum security prison. Stay close, won't you?
Pretty girl like you. You're a journalist, are you?
Yes.
Been to a prison open day before?
No, I haven't.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I am honest. Honest to myself. Which is more than you blokes can say.
Find yourself a seat. You're lucky you've missed most of it.
You see, so much corruption and inefficiency coming from the people who are keeping you in here. Do you have contempt for them? then that develops into hatred. Then you just get indifferent. Just indifferent. It gets to the stage where you can't even bring yourself to write to your own mother. Just don't seem to care. Sometimes I want to cry. Cry about what I am, what I don't want to be. Cry about the waste of everything. A whole life. I want to cry and I can't. Not anymore.
Oh, I feel we've achieved a great deal in New South Wales prisons. We now view the loss of liberty as the essential punishment. But of course, it wasn't always like this. The intractable section at Grafton Prison, where some of these men come from, had a particularly bad reputation. We're aware that some of these men suffered quite badly there.
The Minister said in his statement that the department was experiencing some resistance to these changes. To be more specific.
Hi. I'm Jessie Taylor from The Sun. Could I ask you a few questions?
No.
It'd only take a minute.
I've got a minute or two.
Can I ask how long you're all in for?
You can ask. Oh, I got a couple of years to do. Billy's got about 16. He's already done 11.
What do you have to do to get 27 years?
We don't want to be in your story.
I need some more time on my prison story.
Looking for the women's angle, are we, Taylor?
Stuff the women's angle. I'm looking for some guts for this anemic rag of yours.
Never seen a prison movie. Use your imagination.
I'm writing a feature, not a comic strip.
You're keen. Mind they don't keep you there.
I'll ask for your old cell.
You must be getting to like the place.
Got to come up with a story by Wednesday.
Actors. They might be good for something. God knows what.
You know what actors are like. Turns them into a bunch of hookers. Ladies accepted, of course.
Put them in here to get punished, they get pampered instead.
Thought being in here was a punishment.
Home away from bloody home.
Peter, is it? Or Pete? Ah, Pete, g'day. How we going? Good. Call him now. Max?
Can I help?
What are you, social worker?
No, I'm a journalist. I told you.
Well, if you want a story, go talk to the mouth. He'll make something up for you.
Well, we're here to help if we can. I think that you'll find the drama group pretty stimulating.
Yeah, well, I reckon we ought to keep up the debating.
Yeah. Give you a chance to shoot your mouth off.
Well, it needn't replace the debating. I mean, we could probably do both.
Like hell they could.
Well, we could write our own scripts. Is there anyone here with any writing experience?
How about her?
Yeah, she's up to doing a story. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, writing those scripts.
Oh, that suits me.
Well, she could still help. Would you like to? Script editor, perhaps?
She's just a journalist.
All right.
Well, is anyone interested in the drama group then?
Yeah, why not? Suits me.
So you are interested?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Billy, I'd like to write to you. I mean, can I in here?
You do what you like. I won't write back.
Look, it's none of my business. I just noticed you talking to him.
Who?
Carter. You gotta watch that one. It's classified A2.
What's A2 mean?
It means he's a bloody animal.
What can I write to him about?
Sure you should be writing to him at all?
No.
Just playing Little Miss Charity.
That's bullshit.
God, Jess, you've only met this bloke twice. Not getting a bit stuck on him, eh?
No. I'm just doing my job.
As a journalist.
Look, I'm just writing him a letter. It's no big deal, right?
You're first here.
Maybe they all slipped in.
Yeah. Make yourself comfortable.
Sometimes I want to cry, but I can't. Not anymore.
It's yours, you poofter.
Hi. Did you get my letter?
Yeah?
And?
Well, I told you I wouldn't write back.
Oh, it's okay. Just a compulsive writer.
Jessica. I just don't want to be part of any bullshit.
Okay, Pete, you come in through the door here, right?
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Jonesy. I might give you a ring later.
All right, Smith. What's all this?
Just Having a chat to the bloke next door, sir.
Through the toilet?
Well, yes, sir. It works just like a big telephone.
You expect me to believe that, do you?
Would I lie to you, sir? If you want to call someone, you just pull the chain. Well, hang on. There it goes now. Hello? It's for you.
For me? Oh, thanks. What the hell they found me here? Hello?
You might have to get a bit closer. It's not a very good line.
Hello?
Well, the structure's all right, Max. I just think the characters let it down.
Like how?
Well, the warders. They're all black or white.
Yeah, well, of course. Bastards should all be yellow.
All right, Pete. You're the warder, and you look in through the peephole.
Spy hole. For arseholes.
Yeah, well, right. You look in, then you open the door.
I need a hat.
Mr. Royce, could we borrow your hat for just a moment?
No, you bloody well can't. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, mouth. Right. If you're gonna be a screw, you gotta act like a screw.
What's he like? Royce.
I'm not turning my back on you.
Sorry, I forgot. No questions.
We do ask a lot of bloody questions.
It's called conversation.
I'm not taking orders from you, you scum.
Like this. One.
Why don't you give him a break? You're trouble for him, you know that.
Sir.
I'll lay off, Max.
Shut up. But, sir.
Shut up, will you?
But, sir.
Will you shut up? I am trying to count these 2 blankets.
Sorry. Mr. Royce, sir.
All right, that's it. You've had it. Back to your cells.
Ah, to hell with it, Max. I'm sick of playing a screw anyway. I always get the dirty parts.
You too, Carter. Move it.
We're supposed to have another hour.
Listen, miss. Don't make it any harder, all right?
I can't convince you about Carter, can I?
I can look after myself.
Girl he raped probably said the same thing. Jury wanted to call it sex under duress. I wonder what a father would have called it.
The happiest movie of them all is here for the whole family. Julie Andrews in her Academy Award-winning role as Walt Disney's Mary Poppins.
For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
With unforgettable funny man Dick Van Dyke. The magic and the music that still thrills the world. At the special family time of 8 o'clock tonight, Mary Poppins after the Golden Girls.
A small fire could start in your home.
You're asleep.
Within 2 minutes, a room is burning out of control.
You're asleep.
Within 3 minutes, flame and smoke threaten every room and corridor.
You're asleep.
In just 4 short minutes, your time has run out. Who's going to wake you? A First Alert smoke detector will warn you at the first sign of fire. For your family's sake, First Alert, the quality smoke detector.
Don't want no halo. Oh, Lord, don't want no angel wings. I just want to say,
Pizza fingers, that's the snack for me. Wholesome, natural, with no MSG. They look so good, they smell so fine. I eat them with joy, tasted the wine. Yummy, yummy pizza fingers, she's the snack for me.
Yes, it's brand new Pizza Fingers. Delicious little pizzas wrapped in crepe pastry. Fantastic at barbecues, dinner time, parties, anytime. And all natural Pizza Fingers are so quick and easy to prepare.
Another quality product from the Marathon family.
Marble Effect is over-manufactured and must turn stocks into cash. Vanity units are half price. It's stock only and hundreds from which to choose. Half price. No offers, no checks, cash or credit cards only. All goods must be removed from Marble Effect within 48 hours. Spa baths, spa pools, shower cubicles, taps, baths and shaving cabinets, 1/3 off. Remember, vanity units, half price. Only whilst existing stocks last. Only at Marble Effect Springvale.
Pipeworks is Melbourne's most entertaining market and is trading all weekend.
It's got the works.
With over 600 undercover shops and stalls, all selling at unbelievable prices. Fine food from all around the world and indoor entertainment for all the family. Hutch your way around the course, around the lake or around the track. It's all happening at Pipeworks, all day Saturday and all day Sunday.
It's got the works.
Pipeworks, Melbourne's most entertaining market. Marnie's Road, Campbellfield.
For a limited time, State Bank Victoria is offering new borrowers home loans from just 9.25% per annum and capped for 12 months. So you'll find a lot more homes, a lot more affordable.
First Alert smoke detectors protect more than 100 million families worldwide. A testament to First Alert's quality. For your family's sake. First Alert. The quality smoke detector.
Jessie Taylor. Who? Billy. How are you calling me?
I got myself a job in the laundry. There's a phone here.
You sure it's all right?
Well, what do you think they might do to me? Jail me? I've got to talk to you, Jess. I don't understand about the way I feel.
Billy, I don't want you to misunderstand.
Look, I took this lousy job for a reason. You work in the laundry, you get visits. Contact visits. Will you come and see me?
I don't know.
I've got to go Saturday.
Billy. Billy. Bugger.
What's the matter with you?
I'm in jail.
Feel sorry for you. It's that Sheila. Fucking girl.
Why don't you just put it in your script, Max? Leave me alone, all right?
And she'll come in while it amuses her. And she'll piss off.
Can't handle it, can you? Man only talks to someone straight and you think he's turning dog.
All I'm saying is watch it. All right, mate. But you tell me, when did you ever start worrying about doing time? Really worrying about it? Not when there was nothing worth staying out for. You're gonna have to watch yourself, sport, because you're gonna start doing your time hard, real hard. Billy, you got a lot of time to do, mate.
We'll call it sex under duress or whatever you like. It still doesn't sound too hot.
I don't want to talk about it anymore, Kat.
This guy can see you at the drama group. That's enough. That's what Righty's got to ask for more.
He's taken the worst job in the prison just so he can get a visit from me.
Sounds like the greatest con man of all time. You're not doing anything stupid, are you, Jess?
What do you mean, stupid?
I mean catastrophic. I mean getting stuck on someone who's locked up for bloody ever. I mean total disaster, that's what I mean.
No, I'm not doing anything stupid.
Hey, Billy. Are you getting a visit this Saturday? Contact visit. Things are looking up.
Got a big mouth too, everyone. Keep it sharp.
Okay, out, Carter. You getting favourite treatment, Billy? You only had a visit 7 years ago.
You can shut yours too.
Who is it, Carter? Some little whore? Or some tart you rake to come back for a bit more? We'll give her a really thorough body search. She might enjoy that.
My visitor was supposed to be here an hour ago.
Getting horny, Carter. You'll be called when she arrives.
What are you doing?
Pens can be filled with cocaine, heroin, anything. You can pick the stuff up on your way out. Didn't think you smoked. You bastard.
Show us your tits!
Shouldn't have worn this dress.
I like it. Ignore the bastards. You look really nice. I don't know how to handle this now you're here. You're the prettiest girl here and you're visiting me.
I'm not pretty.
Bullshit. I mean, yeah, you're really beautiful. I want to know why you talked to me and why you wrote. Why me?
Do your family come and visit you?
They're in Adelaide. A few years ago, my brother hitched over to see me. He got married, and that was the end of that. Visits were different then, anyway. You had to stand 4 feet back from a wire fence and scream at one another. And Screws listened to everything you said. I kept your letter, I still got it.
Billy, it was only a note.
Dad did something for me. It made me feel good. You don't feel much in here.
All visitors must proceed immediately to the checkout point. Visiting hours are over. All visitors must proceed immediately to the checkout point. Visiting hours are over.
I wrote your letter, put it away. I don't want no one else to read it.
Oh, Billy.
Things happen quick in here, there's less bullshit. Come and see me again, won't you?
I don't know.
You got to, Jessie, you started it. I used to pace back and forwards in my cell for hours at a time. 5 medium steps, turn. 5 medium steps, turn. 5 steps, turn. And as I paced, I'd hate screws. Half-dead screws chained to the wall for days, weeks. No clothes, no food, completely in the dark. Staked out on anthills, being eaten alive while I watched. I don't think I ever worried that no one cared about me, but I never had anyone to care for. And I guess that's what you miss most. Well, now look at me, Billy Carter, sitting down and writing a letter. Something I haven't done for 12 years. Just so as I won't lose the one person I care for.
Tonight, Blanche Del Puget, controversial author of Turtle Beach, and 3-time 1992 Grammy Award winner Bonnie Raitt, singing and chatting with Stubbsy.
Righto, what's this?
A camera.
And what's this?
A video camera.
And what's this?
A compact camera.
And what is this?
Cash.
Very good. Now, how do we turn these into this?
Michael's.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
Michael's camera and video. If your equipment is less than 10 years old, they'll pay you cash.
Really?
Yes. Michael's camera and video, corner of Elizabeth and Lonsdale Street City. They're paying cash for cameras now.
Cash for cameras, eh?
And video cameras and lenses and binoculars and...
See you at Michael's. Get the picture?
Maggie on a steak, Maggie on a chop. When you add the Maggie sauce, they'll want to eat the lot. Maggie on the veggies, Maggie lots of ways. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. You can curry in a hurry, stir up sweet and sour. Create a pepper sauce in a minute, not an hour. White sauce, cheese sauce, gravy or saute. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. In many special ways, Maggie makes my day.
Who can make Easter driving safer for just $64? Who'll check everything from your tyres, brakes, steering and suspension to your lights and seatbelts? And change the oil and filter. All for just $64. $64. Shell Auto Care, that's who. Our safety and lubrication service includes 75 checks and adjustments, all guaranteed. It's a service you can trust from Shell Auto Care.
It's all in the beginning.
Deborah Conway is one of the most significant singer-songwriters to emerge in many years. With a string of hits, including the new single Release Me, her debut album has had critics raving. String of Pearls from Deborah Conway, the album of the year.
I feel like this valley has chosen me. There's a closeness, a realness here that many I have known had lost.
Can I make you a cup?
Okay, thanks. Even the simple act of sharing coffee is an opportunity to talk, to get to know you better. It was as if the warmth of a cup of Nescafe somehow melted the barriers I was so used to putting up. I was to share many a cup of Nescafe with these people.
She left a coffee behind.
And I was to make many friends.
Right, what's this?
They're cameras.
And what's this?
It's cash.
Good. Now, how do we turn one of these into this?
Michael's.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
Michael's Camera and Video, corner of Elizabeth and Lonsdale Street City. They're paying cash for cameras now.
Cash for cameras, eh?
See you at Michael's. Get the picture.
For all your football news, look no further than the Football Station. On or off the field, nobody knows Melbourne like 7.
Feel like one too. Don't let it worry you. They get off on it, that's all. Listen. I always thought romance was in people's fantasies, you know.
Billy.
Like just another way people had to con themselves. Because it's easier than being honest. And that's why I thought I'd never fall in love. Because I can't con myself.
Billy, I can't love you. I wouldn't be able to cope. It's too hard.
You already do. Say it. Just once. Say it. You will.
Well, if the door swings out, we only have to pay for it, so... The doors don't swing out.
This is something that you've written, is it?
It's just a story. I thought we could turn it into a play or something.
Would you like to read it for us? Huh? Everybody, Billy's got a play that he'd like to read us.
It's not a play exactly. It's just something that happened to me when I was a kid. I thought it was pretty funny, that's all. Well, it starts in the breakfast room at the home. And this is where you're supposed to be really tough and show all the others you're not going to take any shit from them. I'm just new there, and the big guys are giving me a hard time. We had sausages that morning, and I'm getting stuck into them. It's my first mistake. They've been cooked for about half a minute in grey water by the looks of them. And after 3 of them, I could feel the weevils crawling around in my guts. The more I thought about it, the more I could feel them like centipedes on the march, stopping every now and then for a bit of a chomp on my stomach. Then it's as though the whole insect army's running up my throat. I get up from the table to make a run for it, but the screw on duty yells at me and tells me to get back to my seat and grabs me. Then he got the lot of it. toast, porridge, and a whole schmozzle. All over him. 2-day soldier they gave me for that. It was worth every minute of it.
Parramatta Gaol.
Jessie's a journalist, of course.
So you go there as part of your work?
No, I go there to visit.
But who would you want to visit in jail? I mean, a hospital may be. How can anyone like murderers and rapists?
Oh, it's very trendy these days. All the lefties do it, don't they?
Just amazes me no one cares for the victims, just the murderers.
But they're not all murderers.
And they're not all poor, mistreated victims either. They're there for a reason, to be punished. I don't know how you can go there.
What do they look like?
They look like any other man.
But of course they're not, are they? If they were, they wouldn't end up in jail. So they're different. None of us would ever end up in jail, would we?
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't end up with leprosy either or die of hunger. Because we're protected and always have been. And the girl who's going to end up in jail is living in some slum, wondering how to get the dollar eyeshadow off the shelf before the chemist sees her.
What's the surprise?
I've got some news, big news, and I thought you might want to hear about it.
You've misjudged me.
The Golden Girls followed a date by Mary Poppins tonight on 7.
If you're under attack from a cold or flu, there's now an answer. Panadol Cold and Flu. Panadol Cold and Flu is like 3 cold and flu relievers in 1. Paracetamol eases aches and fever. A powerful suppressant calms your cough, and an equally powerful decongestant clears the stuffiness. And it all works fast. Panadol Cold and Flu tablets. There's now an answer to cold and flu symptoms. Use only as directed.
Rebel! Rebel! Check us out at Rebel, there's a rebel in you.
Top brands, latest releases, discounted every day. You know where.
Rebel! Check us out at Rebel, there's a rebel in you. Rebel! Yeah! Rebel!
So rebel against high prices and check us out.
Suzuki Swift. Everyday cars that aren't.
Pizza fingers, that's the snack for me. Wholesome, natural, with no MSG. They look so good, they smell so fine. I eat them with joy, tasted the wine. Yummy, yummy pizza fingers, she's the snack for me.
Yes, it's brand new Pizza Fingers. Delicious little pizzas wrapped in crepe pastry. Fantastic at barbecues, dinner time, parties, anytime. And all natural Pizza Fingers are so quick and easy to prepare.
Another quality product from the Marathon family.
Chips are great, right? Well, here's something that makes chips even better. Master Foods salts a chip and dip. It's the best idea. Just look at all that tomato, onion, capsicum. You just take your chip and dip in. Not you. Mmm, delicious. You want varieties? There's spicy, mild, and fiery chili. So why just chip? When you can chip and dip. That's cheating.
Masterfoods Salsa Chip and Dip from Masterfoods, the Taste Master.
From real life, real strife.
War in the shearing sheds of Australia.
It's crazy.
Aussies and Kiwis battling over jobs.
We're sitting down and Kiwis are working. It's not a very good thing, really.
And the Queensland inventor taking the world by storm with his locally made ultralight. Real life, 6:30 tonight on 7.
What's happening? What's going on?
Nothing.
Billy, why aren't they rehearsing? What's happening?
Nothing's happening.
Billy.
Well, there's a bit of tension, that's all. There's a water strike at Grafton. A couple of screws have been charged with bashing cons. And their crummy mates have gone out and strike to support them.
Yeah, it's a pity they don't all go on strike.
Hey, and what about the poor bloody crims? They just stay locked up. No exercise, no mail, no visits. Spend 24 hours a day in their cells. We're organising a protest.
What sort of protest?
Well, when they try and put us back in our cells tomorrow, we're just going to stay out.
Billy.
It's a peaceful demonstration. Show some support for our mates.
Reinforcements were called when prisoners rioted and attacked both police and members of the riot squad. Shots were fired and several prisoners are reported to have been wounded. There is an unconfirmed report that at least one prisoner has died of wounds resulting in the...
It was a peaceful demonstration. They were just going to sit there. How could they do that? How could they start shooting at them, gassing them? Just look. Because they think they're animals. They won't even tell me if he's hurt, if he's in hospital. We could go out there. I tried that. They wouldn't let me near the place.
Well, we'll go round the back. His cell's next door to the road, isn't it? We can shout to him.
I'm here, Jess! Up here! Billy! Move back where I can see you!
Oh, they'll be on to us in a minute.
Are you all right? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Did you get my letter?
No!
I sent it last week.
What did it say?
It said... I love you!
Can you ring my old lady and tell her I'm okay?
What's her name?
Carmel. The number's... Sex coming.
You realise you're committing an offence.
No, really? What were we doing?
Hey, Billy, what's going on?
How did I call LP Carnell after I drive lockdown? Do you remember?
I don't know. Give another call. On a hanger. It's on toast.
To Billy. Listen, I know we're celebrating, but this is serious.
Right. Well, you ring Mrs. Carnell of whatever you said.
You sure I haven't rung her before?
Oh, what does it matter? She'll feel like an old friend. What about the time? I don't know, night time. Hi, is that LP Carnell? Good. No, this isn't a joke, so don't hang up in my ear, okay? Okay. Have you by any chance got a son in Parramatta Gaol? You have? Hey, you must be really proud. Hey, wait on. We've got a message for you. He's my friend. Hello? Mrs. Carnell. Hi, this is Jessie. I've got a message for you. He's all right, Mrs. Carnell. Yeah, he's all right. And so's my Billy. So's my Billy. She's crying. I've got to get you out of here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
No, I mean it. I'm a journalist. I've got contacts.
What are you going to do? Tie your typewriter ribbons together and lower him over the wall?
No, I'm going to pick the lock with a hairpin, Max. Why don't you give me a break? I'm only trying to help.
Yeah, all right, love. You can get me out, too.
Billy, you can't just accept it. I mean, a life sentence is 10 or 15 years at the most, and you've already done 11.
Forget it, Jess. There's nothing you can do. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Good afternoon, Naomi Robson looking ahead to 7 Nightly News. Buckingham Palace announces the official separation of Andy and Fergie. A 24-year-old man is charged with the murders of 3 people at their sheep stud outside Geelong. Coburg Football Club coach Phil Cleary announces he'll stand as an independent in the Wills by-election, and the changing of the guard at the Mere Space Station. Details with Jennifer Kite at 6 o'clock.
When you need a break, here's what to take. Break a finger on its Scotch finger biscuits. It's the one break that's ready in a shake. Break a finger on its Scotch finger biscuits.
So rich and buttery, Arnott's make their Scotch finger biscuits with wholesome eggs and creamy butter.
Want to share a break? Then for goodness sake, break a finger on its Scotch finger biscuits.
Suzuki Swift. Everyday cars that aren't.
Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end.
These days, we have to watch what we eat, but great tasting Kraft Light slices make it easy.
For we were young and sure to have our way.
Made from a blend of cottage and natural cheddar cheese, Lights have 30% less fat, so you can enjoy cheese like you used to.
And yes, those were the days.
Kraft Light Slices. Less fat, great cheddar taste.
Impala kitchens just get better and better. Beautiful kitchens crafted from the finest materials available. Order your new Impala kitchen now and save a huge 25%. See for yourself at Bayswater, Essendon, Frankston or Springvale, or in the Impala hotline on 729 5666. Now you can have the kitchen you want, custom built just the way you want it, and save a sensational 25% with our famous 7-year guarantee. Impala kitchens, don't miss out.
Une jolie fille se balade, le garçon du café la regarde, ça c'est Paris, une fois encore.
At last you can buy a pasta sauce made from Heinz Big Red tomatoes. And at around $1.40, you can afford to add it to anything you cook. Heinz Tomato Combo, the only pasta sauce with Big Red.
With their mighty new single Stay already on the air, Shakespeare Sisters deliver their extraordinary new album, Home Only Yours, in store March 23.
At this rate, more Victorians can now afford a new home. VSNL has a ceiling till March 1993 on this home loan rate. It can't go up, but can come down. Phone now for the green light on your home loan. What a great idea, VSNL.
Mr. Carrington, can I speak with you a moment? I'm not trying to prove that Billy is innocent. It's just that if he'd committed his crimes in one state, he'd be serving his sentence concurrently.
But because he transgressed here and in South Australia, both states want to exact their penalties.
15 years and 13. 28 years, it's a double life sentence.
Well, of course, each state will want justice to be seen to be done.
Billy is nearly 30 years old. He's had 1 year on the outside since he was 9.
He's got quite a record. But I suppose if we can convince the South Australian Attorney General that Billy has expiated his crimes...
Do you think that's possible?
Get that bark and put it in the boot. All right, lad. If you want to make things difficult for others, then you'll make things difficult for you. Your own doing. Get that, boy.
That's it. The whole story from your first conviction.
Yeah?
Now I've got to get character evidence. Records from psychiatric interviews, guarantors, letters from clergymen, politicians.
Clergyman? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Come on, Jess, don't bullshit me. What's the matter?
I keep coming back to that girl. That girl you kidnapped.
Ten years ago.
I just can't believe you raped her. I just can't believe it.
The jury called it sex under duress. Does that make it any easier for you? Nothing's going to change that.
I know. I know.
I thought you said...
At the interview again today, Carter impressed me as an intelligent, active, and as far as I was concerned, cooperative person. I would say that unless we alter our approach to this young man, we'll be causing him and society unnecessary and interminable trouble.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes?
I'm here from Sydney.
Name?
Jessie Taylor.
Defendant's name.
Oh, William Carter. He's in prison in New South Wales.
You're Carrington's friend.
Yes, that's right.
I'm going to lunch. Would you carry some of these things?
Oh, I thought we were going to discuss
Look,
Billy's...
miss, I'm 3 days into a manslaughter trial. It's not going very well. I'm very hungry, and I've got precisely 1 hour for lunch, so if you want to discuss the case... You realise that once he's extradited, he'll have to face a charge of escaping from custody. He should only get another 6, 9 months.
But we want to fight the extradition. If he comes back, he'll have to do another 13 years.
How old are you?
20.
Well, here's what'll happen. Your boyfriend served 2 years of a 15-year sentence, then escaped. When they bring him back here, he'll have to serve the rest, plus whatever they give him for escaping.
But he's already done 11 years in New South Wales. Surely they'll take that into consideration.
No, they won't. He's put himself in a bad position.
William Carter, housebreaking and larceny, illegal use of motor vehicles, stealing, break and enter, possession, stolen property, escaping from prison, robbery with violence, kidnapping, rape, riotous assembly. Not much he can't turn his hand to. Nice boy, your friend.
He was a boy once, till I locked him in a reformatory.
You're finished. Get out of here. Come on, get out. You'll soon get over being shy here, mate. You, out.
Miss Taylor, I know you'll understand. I'm afraid the Attorney General can't keep his appointment with you this morning. He's been hit with an absolute spate of work this morning.
A spate?
I'm afraid so. I'm sure you'll understand.
Oh, of course. Of course. It's just a 1,200-mile flight from Sydney. Just a hop, skip, and a jump, really. I'll come back next week.
In the presence of Her Majesty the Queen comes the sensational Diana Ross, Monty Python's Eric Idle, and the original casts of some of the greatest musicals ever. From My Fair Lady and Oliver.
I have to pick a pocket or two.
To Buddy. Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats. And the brilliant Phantom of the Opera. The spectacular all-new Royal Variety performance comes to 7 Sunday.
From these 100% fresh Australian oranges comes Cruster 100% fresh orange juice. Nothing is added but the bottle and the label. For 100% fresh Australian orange juice, it's Cruster 100%.
Don't you just hate ironing? I know I do. Thankfully, Black & Decker have designed the most advanced iron on the market. With heaps of steam, a unique self-clean system for stain-free ironing, And in case you forget, it turns itself off automatically. I don't think I'll ever get to love ironing, but now I don't hate it quite so much. Black & Decker's advanced steam iron suits me to a T.
He likes Cadbury. She likes Cadbury. They like Cadbury Dairy Milk with that famous glass and a half of rich full cream milk.
With a glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every 200 grams. Everybody likes the great taste and the goodness of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate.
She likes Cadbury. He likes Cadbury. They like Cadbury Dairy Milk. Everybody likes Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Marble Effect is over-manufactured and must turn stocks into cash. Vanity units are half price. It's stock only and hundreds from which to choose. Half price. No offers, no checks, cash or credit cards only. All goods must be removed from Marble Effect within 48 hours. Spa baths, spa pools, shower cubicles, taps, baths and shaving cabinets, 1/3 off. Remember, vanity units, half price. Only whilst existing stocks last. Only at Marble Effect Springvale.
If a $60,000 property grew in value by 12% per annum, it would be worth over $180,000 in just 10 years. Between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, Australia's fastest growing area, units are available from $60,000 to $90,000. If a tenant was paying $100 a week rent, repayments would be reduced by that rent and the balance would become a legitimate taxation deduction. All you need is $10,000 deposit and from $20 a week. Call Investco now on 882 9999.
Maggie on a steak, Maggie on a chop. When you add the Maggie sauce, they'll want to eat the lot. Maggie on the veggies, Maggie lots of ways. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. You can curry in a hurry, stir up sweet and sour. Create a pepper sauce in a minute, not an hour. White sauce, cheese sauce, gravy or saute. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. A little Maggie magic makes the sauce that makes your day. In many special ways, Maggie makes my day.
You know, 1 in every 5 microwaves in the world is a Samsung. Why? Because Samsung time-saver ovens are so durable and reliable, they're almost indestructible. Well, I did say almost.
They kept me waiting an hour because there was no one to escort me.
It's because the best heaters in the joint are in here. It's all right, I could tell as soon as I saw your face. I didn't expect anything.
I left him the file. The secretary promised me he'd get him to read it.
Forget it.
No. If they drop this extradition order, when you get out of here, you'll be free.
Yeah.
Come on, Billy. Don't give in to them.
I'm giving in to nothing. You're out there, I'm in here. That's as far as it goes. It's all right, Jess. I'm just doing it a bit hard, that's all. I missed you. Jess? Will you marry me? Will you?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
All right, Carter. No physical contact. Carter.
Oh, yeah, that's just great, Jess. Getting married. Great.
Come on, Kath. Don't be like that. Have a thought for Billy.
I'm having a thought for you. Oh, where's it going to be? Death row? In his cell? Or what about the reception? Bread and water?
No, it's going to be on the outside.
Oh, yeah. And how are you going to achieve that?
I'm going to write letters and make calls and pester people. I'm going to drive them all mad till they let him out.
What's your mum gonna say?
Just what do you think you're doing?
Just doing my duty, madam.
Then there's no need to behave like a fascist border guard.
I brought something I thought you might like to see.
Really?
They're of Jessie mostly, of course. This one, when she was just a couple of months old. You could see her legs were going to be a little chubby even then.
I hadn't noticed.
And this one, she's 10, 11 perhaps. In a new school uniform. It's a pity you're in here, Billy.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that.
But you are. I'm afraid that's an incontrovertible fact. You've got no hope of being together. You're both going to be legally bound to someone you've got no chance of being with.
It's the same thing as being bound unlegally. We want something to ourselves. Something they don't control. What's this?
I'll read it. It's from the department, Corrective Services.
What does it mean?
It means they're letting you out for the wedding.
Out? $5 hours.
From 11 in the morning to 4 in the arvo. Well, there'll be 2 screws there and...
5 hours?
I know it's not long, but...
Not long? It's great. It's great.
If you don't keep still, Kathy...
Mum, this is Dr. Rowland. He's head of Corrective Service Commission. And this is my friend Kathy, Dr. Rowland.
Mrs. Taylor?
How do you do?
Hello,
Hi, Doc.
Jessie, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I've struck some opposition to the wedding arrangements.
But it's too late. They can't do anything now.
Someone rang the head of security and complained. Security wants to stop the wedding altogether, unless you agree to have it in Silverwater Chapel.
Where's Silverwater Chapel?
It's inside the jail. What do they think he's going to do? Escape on his wedding day or just rob a couple of banks?
Look, the head of security is a Mr. Christie. I think you should come with me and talk to him.
No, we're not getting married in your stinking jail.
Jessica, he has the authority to overrule my commission. He can call the whole wedding off.
This has never been done before, Dr. Rowland, releasing a prisoner for a wedding. He's a maximum security prisoner, classified A2.
The Commission considered all of that.
He's not eligible for day leave under the regulations. It's establishing a precedent. All sorts of requests from other dangerous prisoners.
Billy isn't dangerous.
To compound the matter, several ex-prisoners will be attending the wedding in contravention of the Consorting Act.
One. There will be one ex-prisoner, and if he thought it was going to be a problem, he wouldn't come.
I'm afraid you just don't understand.
I don't understand.
Surely we can come to some compromise.
Of course. The wedding can be held in Silverwater Chapel.
This is supposed to be the start of a new life for Billy. What sort of marriage is a marriage in a jail?
Carter has a record of escaping.
That was 10 years ago.
I can offer you Silverwater Chapel. If you won't accept that...
I won't. We won't. How will I tell him, Mr. Christie? Can you tell me that?
I think we should talk. Jessica, Mr. Christie and I seem to have got as far as we can.
I think we can concede to Carter being married in your house, under certain conditions.
What conditions?
5 hours is far too long. 2 hours is the most I can grant.
2 hours.
He'll be escorted by 6 officers from my special security squad. And they will have to inspect the house before the event.
All right.
And Carter will have to be handcuffed.
The whole time?
Yes.
So I'll be marrying him and 6 security guards, is that it?
Jessica.
And what about the exchange of rings? What happens then?
Well, perhaps at that point, for a few moments.
For a few moments. With 6 security officers.
All right, all right. Now, this is my last concession. Officially, Carter will be handcuffed at all times. However, I will instruct my officers to remove them while he's in the house.
Monday, the movie that launched Australian director Peter Weir's brilliant Hollywood career.
You said we would be safe in Philadelphia.
Well, I was wrong. The Academy Award winner that leaves you breathless. A first-rate romantic thriller that grips you like no other.
I've committed no sin.
Starring Lethal Weapon's Danny Glover, Top Gun's Kelly McGillis, Harrison Ford in his Oscar-nominated role.
You're making a mistake.
Boom! Coca-Cola proudly presents Witness, 8:30 Monday on 7.
Streets Ice Cream have created a spectacular dessert called Viennetta. But despite its delicious, rich, creamy taste and its irresistible crisp chalk layers, Viennetta could leave you with one small problem. Streets Viennetta. One slice is never enough.
Who can make Easter driving safer for just $64? Who'll check everything from your tyres, brakes, steering and suspension to your lights and seatbelts? And change the oil and filter. All for just $64. $64. Shell Auto Care, that's who. Our safety and lubrication service includes 75 checks and adjustments, all guaranteed. It's a service you can trust from Shell Auto Care.
Harvey World Travel, the travel professionals. Harvey World Travel.
Come away for 6 nights in Thailand, including 5 nights in Phuket at the Club Andaman Beach Resort from only $1,299 with Swing Away World Holidays. Book now with Harvey World Travel and we'll give you 5 additional nights in Phuket absolutely free.
Harvey World Travel, the travel professionals for you.
Some roofing UV protection is surface only, but Suntough uses built-in co-extrusion technology. The UV protection lasts the entire life of the product. Chew it over. For your nearest agent, phone 464-1266. The best polycarbonate sheet roofing available is now easily available with Suntough's fast, free home delivery anywhere in the metropolitan area. For your nearest agent, phone 464-1266.
When you'd love a meal, love it on Salada. When you'd love a snack, love it on Salada. When you'd love a bite, love it on Salada. Versatile Salada for all the foods we love today.
Only Arnott's Salada Cracker Biscuits are crisp, light, and so versatile.
Love it meal size, snack size, or bite size. Versatile Salada for all the foods we love today.
Can you get that?
He's emphysema, and he will smoke in spite of the doctors.
Jess!
Been out to see Billy yet, Mr. Carter?
Oh, we only got up yesterday, and we thought, well, we'll see him tomorrow, won't we?
Yeah, suppose so.
But that's chestnut, you know.
The wedding's off. Someone phoned the minister. Someone from Parramatta Gaol. They said there was a conspiracy to help Billy escape. On his wedding day. His wedding day.
How about one with Mr. and Mrs. Carter? One with the groom's parents.
Mrs. Carter?
I won't have any photographs, no.
But if it helps Billy...
Don't you talk to me about helping Billy. It's time someone thought about us. His father and mother. All this nonsense about weddings, getting married.
Nonsense?
Starting it up again. The newspapers and people pointing at you.
Why don't you and Kathy have some photos done in the garden? And we'll wait inside.
You just don't know what it's been like for us.
I know what it's been like for Billy.
Even our friends crossing the street when they saw us. People in shops rude to us.
That must have been terrible.
All those years until people started to forget. And then starting up again when he escaped. And when they caught him. And now you come along digging things up.
Digging it up? Billy wants to marry me. Your son, Billy, wants to marry me.
Don't look at him. Never let him know they got to you. Never. How's the old man?
I don't think he's got very long.
Never did like me much. When I was 18, I found this letter. Mum was writing to somebody. She said he always thought some other bloke was my father. He hated me. Couldn't wait to get me out of the house and get me put away. I saw him once or twice a year when I was a kid. Even then, he couldn't be bothered taking the fag out of his mouth to say g'day. We tried to see each other when I was in Long Bay. What we had to say couldn't be said standing 4 feet back from a wire fence. I want to see him, Jess. I want to see him before anything happens to him.
I don't know if he'll come.
He'd come if I was in hospital.
He quickly found his range. After 3 straight misses, Billy Brownless was spot on from 40. Lockett had kicked 6 straight from this spot in practice, but he missed 4 times in a row before getting on the board. OK, and our scorer, Alan Jakovich, puts up Bill Brownless' second goal, so after the first round, Tony Lockett on 1, Dunstall, Dacos and Brownless 2 apiece. From the set shot straight in front, 40 out, the good money was on Tony Lockett, and with his first 2 kicks, he pulled in the opposition. Jason Dunstall's first kick from straight in front, nothing wrong with it at all. Poor old Peter Dacos has never been one for the easy shot, and he missed 4 times in succession. Next up, Billy Brownless. He was on target with his first 2 kicks, missed 2, and then found the goals with his 5th. But the second round belonged to Tony Lockett, 4 out of 5. 4 goals to Tony Lockett in the second round takes him up to 5. We've got a 3-way tie on the leaders board. Lockett, Dunstall and Brownless 5 apiece. Peter Dacos only 1 from that round. Round 3, Lockett first up on the angle and with a nasty cross wind. But that didn't seem to deter the St Kilda legend. He had his eye on the $2,000 first prize put up by Sportsbook. A little angle, a little wind, and you could get Dacos at his best, but he still trailed. Jason Dunstall kicked 2 from 5, the home ground advantage telling. With his last kick, however, Billy Brownless drew level with Lockett. Melbourne's Alan Jakovich puts the goals on for Billy Brownless. He scored 8, Tony Lockett 8 after 15 kicks. Dunstall still in contention with 7, but Peter Dacos will find it very difficult. He's on 5. Lockett couldn't find his range with the torpedo. Dunstall kept falling short, and Peter Dacos was beyond his outer limits. Finally, with his 20th and last kick, Lockett broke the deadlock, and you couldn't help but feel a little sorry for the footy that had had the laces kicked out of it. And then it was up to Billy Brownless. The super boot from Geelong needed a goal from this kick to force a playoff. And those last 5 kicks from 50 metres really proving costly. Tony Lockett and Jason Dunstall, the only 2 of our sharpshooters to kick goals. Tony Lockett finishes on top. He's $2,000 richer from Jason Dunstall and Billy Brownless, who finished a goal behind, with Peter Dacos finishing 4th on 5 goals. Plugger, almost impossible to get the distance on 50, yet you did it with your 20th and last kick.
A bit lucky with that one, I think, Steve. Bit hard with the wind going against you, but I'm just lucky to pull that one out, I think.
Tony Lockett winning the $2,000 in the shootout.
Back when your husband's recovered.
Yes, well, you see, we've got to go back to South Australia. It might be our last chance.
Look, I can't be worried about that. Weekday visits aren't allowed unless special circumstances apply. This is a jail, not a private hospital.
But I'm his mother.
No, anyway, it's too late now. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
But we're booked to go back to Adelaide.
Then there's nothing we can do. I'm sorry. I'll tell him you called.
Thank you. Can I leave these for him?
You must be feeling better, Carter. You just missed your old lady. She couldn't wait.
We had the cremation at the Adelaide Cemetery. Although I think your dad would probably rather have been buried. But it was a nice service anyway. And a few of his old friends were there, and the family, of course. He would have liked to see you, Billy, before he died. I know you could never talk to each other. But I think probably that might have been because you were so alike. And I think, under it all, you probably loved each other.
I've been waiting for 2 hours. We've got special permission while we're rehearsing Wednesdays, Thursdays and Friday nights.
Phone tomorrow. It's not an old people's home, you know.
Look, I know what it is. And I'm not phoning anyone. I've got permission. I've got permission. He'll know. He'll know I'm here.
It's Logie Award winner Georgie Parker and a lucky puppet.
Can I kiss you?
No, you'll take half my face off with those lips.
The main event, 6:30 Sunday on 7.
There are a lot of different ways you can barrack for your footy team, but there's only one sure way you can support it, and that's to buy an AFL club membership ticket. You save money, and the proceeds go directly to your club. So an AFL membership ticket doesn't just help you go to the footy, it helps your team to keep going too. Phone 0055 33777 now, and don't just barrack for your club, support it.
Are you still opening your garage door the old way? Give yourself that B&D special touch and add a B&D controller door to your door. No matter what type of garage door you have, whether it be a tilting type door, a rolling type door, or a sectional overhead door. All B&D controller door openers are Australian made and produced to the highest standards. So give your family that B&D special touch. Contact B&D Direct or your local B&D dealer.
When you'd love a meal, love it on Salada. When you'd love a snack, love it on Salada. When you'd love a bite, love it on Salada. Versatile Salada for all the foods we love today.
For a limited time, State Bank Victoria is offering new borrowers home loans from just 9.25% per annum and capped for 12 months. So you'll find a lot more homes, a lot more affordable.
I move with the times, with progress. I expect high performance.
For my skin, I've discovered the skincare of the future. Plenitude Action Liposome from the laboratories of L'Oreal.
The Plenitude liposomes melt onto the skin to target fragile areas and improve them by releasing their nourishing ingredients.
My skin glows with health and looks visibly younger.
Plenitude Action Liposome from L'Oreal reduces the visible signs of aging.
Another cup of...
Yes, please.
Footy's huge in 92 and 6 o'clock Saturday, the AFL kicks off in a big way with a showdown between Hawthorn and Geelong. They'll put a start to the season that can't be missed. Then the action continues live with the Brisbane-Carlton clash. If it's action you want, you'll get it. 2 big games from 6 o'clock Saturday, exclusive to 7 Sport.
And could we have the witch up here too, please? Witch, you wait over beside the castle wall for your cue. Frog, as the princess arrives and kneels beside the pool, you pop up...
Billy, don't. They'll catch us.
You're watching the rehearsal.
The screws will come in.
I'm going back to Adelaide. The extradition orders come through.
This place is like a kindergarten compared to Adelaide. There'll be no contact visits there. He was all right before. He was doing his time, but what else did he know? Nothing. And you come along.
He needs me, Max.
Does he? That's a big help. Finished. Do him a favour. Let him go.
Balls up. You
Thanks, Kat. You and Mum have been great. Good luck. My whole life seems to be greetings and partings.
You're going to appeal against the extradition order.
Yes, we are.
When does he become eligible for parole?
Do you think someone as antisocial as Carter should be let back on the streets?
Billy isn't antisocial.
He raped the girl when he escaped. How do you feel about that?
Have you ever made love with Carter yourself?
Just leave me alone.
You'll find they don't see Carter as a hero down here, lady.
I spoke to the barrister. He wants me to give character evidence for you.
I don't want you having to stand up in court.
I want to. He thinks I'll increase the sentence. He says he'll do what he can.
You know we're not going to see each other again. Not really until I'm out, don't you?
Yes.
Can you tell me how Carter appeared when you first met him?
Well, Billy was very defensive and suspicious to begin with. He wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't talk to anyone, for that matter. But after a month or so, he began to relax. And behind his protective layers, I saw a gentle, intelligent, and loving man. Your Honor, I know Billy's record isn't good, but all he's known since he was a kid is the insides of institutions. All his friends are there, and all he's known is how to survive there. To begin with, Billy didn't trust me. He didn't trust anyone, because no one had given him any reason to trust. But he began to tell me about his childhood. Dormitories with barred windows. About being a young man in Grafton jail. About the bashings there. And the constant state of tension of being on watch and always being on guard. It was as if Billy was asking for my patience and understanding while he struggled. It was as if he was saying to me, I'm tired and I'm scared and I'm sly. But wait for me.
These activities led to your meeting Miss Taylor, a young lady of considerable character and perception. You have become deeply attached to one another. She is keen to provide you with a stable situation when you are released. There does seem to be a real chance that, notwithstanding your past exploits, you can be successfully rehabilitated. One can but admire Miss Taylor's devotion to the task she has set herself. And I trust your devotion to that task, too. Your counsel has asked me to consider imposing no further penalty upon you. I find myself unable to do that. And I cannot let any credence be given to the notion that one may escape from prison without suffering further penalty. The sentence, therefore, of this court is that in addition to the original 13 years, you'll be imprisoned for a further 6 calendar months with hard labor. However, I order also that the non-parole period I am required to fix expire on the 24th of December in 3 days' time. On that date, you will be eligible to apply for parole.
A small fire could start in your home.
You're asleep.
Within 2 minutes, a room is burning out of control.
You're asleep.
Within 3 minutes, flame and smoke threaten every room and corridor.
You're asleep.
In just 4 short minutes, your time has run out. Who's going to wake you? A first alert smoke detector will warn you at the first sign of fire. For your family's sake, First Alert, the quality smoke detector.
What do you call a loaf baked soft with rich grains and all the goodness of the country in it? Buttercup call it Multigrain Plus with barley for that delicious full grain taste, with a little bit of malt for a gentle nutty flavour and a touch less salt. Buttercup Multigrain Plus with barley, the most delicious and nutritious multigrain you'll ever enjoy. Buttercup Multigrain Plus, delicious and nutritious.
The liquidator says it's time to quit. Yes, Craftsman Carpet Mills have gone bankrupt, and their entire stocks of quality carpet are being liquidated by Solomons at up to 42% below wholesale cost. Extra heavy-duty pure wool twist pile, quit. Pure new wool sculptured plush pile, quit. Hard-wearing pure new wool Berber, quit. Plus many more at up to 42% below wholesale cost. So hurry into Solomons now.
Save in style at Solomons.
This Palmolive dishwashing liquid bottle can do something no other one can. It comes back. That's because Palmolive is the only premium quality dishwashing liquid that comes in a bottle made from 100% recycled PET plastic. So, when you throw it in your recycling container, it'll come back again. And again. And again. And again.
Hang on, my shoes first.
I like the straps and the top. They're comfortable. They'll go great with that dress.
You think so?
Can
I have that bag?
That's with the tassel.
How about that? I just love the sweet feeling. I love
like that.
squirting.
Definitely no. No. No way. No. No. Nope.
Yes. I'll take that, thank you.
John, Yoko. Jackie. Elton. Hello. The matte gold. I think the gold watch.
Me and the gold with the black. What do you think?
Ooh, lovely.
What else is there? We're in the mood.
You have to lend me those earrings.
Sure.
Tonight?
First Alert smoke detectors protect more than 100 million families worldwide. A testament to First Alert's quality. For your family's sake. First Alert. The quality smoke detector.
Get on with it, Carter. Dickhead. What was that, Carter?
I was eligible for parole weeks ago. They're not even giving me a hearing.
They've got to give you a hearing, Billy. Come on, don't be like this. You've held on for so long. Billy. I love you. It'll come. You'll get your hearing. Let me.
I can't. I've already got one charge for corner screw a dickhead.
I only want to touch you.
Only married people can touch.
Billy, what'd they say?
Nothing.
Just stand back, please, miss.
What'd they say, Billy?
Nothing. Miss Taylor?
Sit down, Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor, we don't believe that your evidence has relevance to this case. The fact of the matter is that William Carter has 13 years owing to South Australia.
But that was 11 years ago.
That makes no difference. If you wish to leave material, please hand it to the clerk.
But he's already spent 10 years in New South Wales. And I've got material here to prove that he's changed. You can't just pretend it's 1970 again. You've got to give him a chance. He's been inside since he was 9.
I'm afraid, Miss Taylor, that your personal view of this case has no relevance. Thank you for your attendance. That'll be all. Believe me, Miss Taylor, we don't want him institutionalized.
We don't want you institutionalised. They said that to me at the boys' home 24 years ago.
We'll keep trying.
Yeah.
We'll get organised.
Yeah.
What'll we do, Billy? A new barrister?
We start by burning the jail down.
What?
We're gonna burn it down. They did it at Bathurst. It's the only way you change the bastards.
Billy?
It's not just me, it's all of us. I'm not the only one getting screwed. It's a war, Jess. Them against us. It's a war. It always has been. I just forgot for a while.
Carter.
Carter. Sign this.
What is it?
Say you received a copy of the charge sheet.
Who's the dickhead now? I've signed the charge sheet 4 times already.
Then sign it again.
Not interested.
All right. Your problem.
I'll report the bastard.
What the hell?
You think you're bloody tough, Carter, don't you? Why don't you mind your business? Now I will report you, you bastard. As far as I'm concerned, you're a dog. I wouldn't spit on you. Come here, Carter. You want to show how tough you are? I'll bloody show you. What's up? That little tart got your balls? Let us in on the secret, Carter. Who is she? Some poxed up little whore? Some tart you raped come back for a bit more? You'll do it now, Carter. You'll do the full 13 years now.
there. 4 of those wins, however, were by less than a goal. After last week's huge win over the West Coast Eagles, they'd been forced to make 3 changes, losing Minton Connell, Cordy and Love, who were replaced by Wheeler, West and Captain Dennis.